Back again.
Back
With the
again. 28th installation for the National Basketball Association and the nation.
With your
Stop. Whoa, fam, wait. Stop procrastination and hit the subscription button now. Jeez.
with your Philadelphia.
Not talking spreadable cheese. 76ers.
When was the last time this team was relevant, sir?
I'm going to take it back. Join me in this journey as we go back to Mr. Allen Iverson. Tell me I'm lying.
I could even take it further back
Oh, my lordy lord.
to Mr. Charles Barkley and Mr. Moses Malone and Julius Erving.
Dr. J.
Philadelphia's had some good.
Whoa, wait.
teams.
Are you saying that the last time this team was relevant, you had to watch your team in black and white?
No.
Nah, you're a bad guy, fam. You're a bad guy.
Just to let you know, quick disclaimer, when I say when was the last time this team was relevant, we're just talking about historical context. Don't take it personal.
Yeah, we don't actually mean they've been dead. We just mean
Obviously, and everyone's got their favourites. If one of your favourite teams is when they had Jahlil Okafor in there and they were winning 8 games in the season.
to be honest, I feel like it's your favourite team.
You.
I feel like it's one of yours because you're a Jahlil Okafor fan. So,
anyways, Philly.
this one's for you.
Who's the best player on the team?
No, before we get into that, do you trust the process? Is the process ongoing or is the process finished?
It's finished.
The process is finished.
It's finished.
Is it about to start again?
Boy,
No, I'm being dead serious.
it's a different process.
It's a different
right now,
process.
man.
Yeah, it's a
It's
bit of a
different
mad process.
process,
It's a bit of a sticky process right now.
It's a sticky one.
Let's just skip into the best player. Best player on the team,
It's Joel Embiid, man.
100% hands down.
Dominant guy. Like, dominant, bro.
Did you ever see that video of him when I think he must have just been coincidentally at this park and his kid was playing basketball and he started playing one-on-one with him. And he windmill dunked on him. Fam, I don't even think he was that high, fam. I don't even think he jumped. I've never been, when people say, I'm sure there's rap songs and like quotes in films or whatever when they say never meet your idols. Yeah, because then they never live up to what you think. I'm not gonna lie to you, that took a chunk out of my heart when I saw that video.
You don't rate his vertical anymore.
I'm not even talking about his, I'm just talking about NBA as a league. Like, to be honest, actually, the NBA are the original catfishers. Yeah. First of all, I know this is the maddest tangent, but it was related to Joel Embiid, so I want to get into it. First of all, height listed when they're wearing trainers. Fake news, fam. Fake news. Second of all these camera angles, yeah, making it look like, oh, this is the broadcast, and you think, oh, this is a decent view, but we know why you choose those angles because it makes it all look a bit more athletic and a bit more. Not saying that there's not athleticism.
You have to give them that athletic rating in it.
Oh no. What I'm saying is, I'm not talking about any players. I'm talking about the league and the way they present the league.
The angles make it look better.
The angles make it look better, and they measure people's height in shoes.
Anyway,
remix
back to Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid, bro. We talk about a lot of players. We talked about Giannis. We talked about Luka.
Devin Booker.
Bro, Embiid is one of the ones, but he's up there. Joel Embiid is what we've always asked for from a center. Someone who's physically imposing in the paint, defensively sound, can make his free throws, can also shoot threes, can screen and roll,
but
can post up.
I need to burst this bubble that you're blowing up right now.
Talk to me.
He can't do it on his own. He needs a guard. That type of big man, especially, you need a minimum a star player guard. It's difficult to put Joel into the category of Giannis because I feel like Giannis can do it on his own. He's got a little bit more point guard skills than Joel Embiid's got. I've never seen Joel Embiid go coast to coast with a few dribbles. Yeah.
It's not his game.
It's not his game. No, it's not his game. That's why I'm saying his game, what he does, he's probably number one at what he does in the league right now. Yeah. But unfortunately, that isn't enough on the team on your own. Whereas what Giannis does, you could argue that it's enough on your own. That's what I wanted to say.
No, that's fair. Who to watch, Clumsy?
for me, this is probably going to come way out of left field. Andre Drummond. Ask me why.
Why, Kamsi? Why?
I need to see if Andre Drummond is in the I'm acting like I'm washed so I can get moved category of that Blake Griffin was in.
Like Griffin.
Because I feel like, all jokes aside, I feel like for Andre Drummond, this could actually like revitalize his career a little bit. But if he just carries on being washed, he might only have another 3-4 years left, where he'll probably end up at OKC, so they can take the cap room and allow other teams to, you know, what they do. And I just feel like you could actually learn some stuff from Joel Embiid. I know they don't really get on and they had that awkward hug in the gym, but they could probably learn stuff from each other, innit? Like, I think Andre Drummond could probably learn a lot, like a bit more offensive basketball from Joel Embiid. Add that to his like historic rebounding thing that he was 30, yeah. He could revitalize his career, fam.
Yeah. For me, I can be, because I know the Philly fans are brutally honest, like passionate fans. But my player to watch isn't a player. I'm gonna be honest. Someone to watch is Doc Rivers, fam. I feel like we'll dig into Ben Simmons in our next segment, but I feel like Ben Simmons takes up. Not saying that he's got no blame. There's a lot to blame for what happened last season, but Doc Rivers is a big slice of that as well, bro. Like the things he's done, like schematically, things he's obviously said post-game conference and everything. I think I'm not saying he's on a hot seat, but I'd like to see Doc Rivers take the next step up. We can't still be talking about Doc Rivers and saying, oh, he won the final in 2008 with the Celtics, bro. Like, show us something different. How many Game 7s has Doc Rivers blown, fam? He's got the most in NBA history. That's something that's not
a
right.
Mad record to have, though.
Oh, so for me, the person who watches Doc Rivers, let's see if you can change things up. Not revolutionize the game. I'm not asking for that, but like more like Greg Popovich thing, like very solid NBA fundamentals. Use your team to their talents and see if you can take this team far and close to get that chip. You know, Doc Rivers for me is on the hot seat.
He's in a hot seat.
For me, not for his job, but just for me, he's a guy.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, you're gonna sack him?
Yeah.
Let's get into it. I know that's why a lot of people have clicked on the video. I've probably clickbaited the title and put a couple pictures on there, so we may as well talk about it. Let's talk about Mr. Ben Simmons, Mr. Australia, Mr. Overrated, Mr. Not a Superstar, Mr. Flop, Mr. Never Shoots Threes, but yeah, in the gym I'm shooting threes.
Oh,
Mr. Philadelphia hate him. They probably don't hate him, but they probably. If I was a Philly fan, I'd hate him. You're messing it. So I'll tell you why. Not for your performance or your skill, for now. You're messing the team around. You're causing, before season started, you're causing a bit of drama. Why? Well, you're going to cause drama and mic drop out. I'm getting vexed as if I'm a Philly fan. I'm not. Philly fans, I'm sorry. Professor, take the mic from me because I'm about to get mad.
Ben Simmons' situation is a weird one because you know what? I think we have to admit now, after like 4 seasons they played with each other, the Simmons Embiid fit just isn't. It's not a good fit.
No.
Like Embiid dominates the paint. The best we've seen from Ben Simmons happened to be when Embiid was injured and he dropped like 42 points. So obviously they just don't work well with each other.
You know who would work so sturdy with Joel Embiid? Chris Paul. Oh my God. Oh my God. Lord, bro. I'm not even talking about Chris Paul now. Imagine Chris Paul in his prime and Joel Embiid now.
I'm not even trying to sound disrespectful to Ben Simmons. Any point guard, any guard that could shoot, bro, and pass would probably be better than Ben Simmons.
What about you? What about you? Do you think you could do better?
No, I'm joking.
I know. Have respect. I know. Have respect in your own game, fam. Come on.
Get the hell out. No, I feel like it's a weird situation because I kind of understand what Philly's doing because they're not going to be bullied into like just trading him.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Ben, I think, is being a bit sensitive. Obviously, what Doc Rivers said was a bit mad. Like, they say, do you think Ben can be the point guard of the championship team, starting point guard of the championship team? And he's like, I don't know that answer right now. Which is
you know what? No, it is though. It is.
Like, you're supposed to back your guys, isn't it? Like,
so I tell you why it is, because I feel like you could put me on a team with, I could join the Lakers, yeah, and be a starting point guard, and they're still a contending team.
Okay, I think
you get what I'm trying to say,
yeah?
So what I'm saying is that's mad disrespectful, because you could easily just say yes. It doesn't mean anything. You've gone out instead of just lying. Yeah, in a weird way. Shout out to Doc Rivers for keeping his like what's the word I'm looking for? Integrity. Honesty. It's the integrity and honesty. Yeah, by not wanting to lie, because all he said was no, but he knew he couldn't say no, so he had to say it in like a flowery way. Yeah, and kind of avoid the question, not give an answer. Whereas it was easy to just say yes.
Then obviously Embiid in the post-game conference, he's like, the momentum changed when Ben's obviously could have dunked it and he passed it out.
Oh my god, yeah, that was
cool.
That's a fact though. That's a fact. No, that's a fact though. That's a fact. That's a fact.
So I get Ben's like, oh, these man threw me under the bus in the post-game thing. But then from a fan perspective, you're like, okay, fam, like you dropped the ball.
But you did those things though
in the finals. So come back next season and do a madness in the off season. Come back next
season.
Prove everyone wrong. Come back with the team.
Yeah.
But
now you're like reckless.
Oh, I'm not coming to training camp. Yeah. I'm not. It's like, bro, like.
Because you know what? You know what it's like, fam. Say when you was younger, yeah. Mm-hmm. And like, say you spilt a drink on the sofa, a nice cup of Ribena on a white sofa. I don't know why you've got white sofas, but you do in this story. Stains a little bit. You did that, fam. You dropped that drink. Your mum comes in, shouts at you. She's angry, and then you say, "Oh, I don't really like the way that you spoke to me and the way that you shouted at me." But the reason she did that is because you did actually drop the drink. At the end of the day, he did the things that they're saying. But he just doesn't like the way they're saying it. I understand your teammates and your coach will back you. I'm not saying denying that. But the way you said he should have handled it is the way he should have handled it. As in, like, now, let me come back and prove it.
My problem with Ben Simmons, I don't want to call someone a diva, but like doing the most in this situation, right? Is that really and truly there are a couple people that should be getting looked at this team. One, I've mentioned Doc Rivers. Bro, a lot of his play calling, a lot of the sets they were running is very questionable. If you get what I mean. Secondly, Tobias Harris is
my god,
free in this whole thing.
I think he's actually a fraud. I don't think he's actually who he says he is. I think he's a fraudster. He's the biggest finesser on that team, fam.
I don't want to obviously, fam. I don't want to.
No. He's no. But calling someone a finesser, okay. Calling him a fraudster is a bit deep, yeah. But when I say finesser, what I'm saying is what basically what you're saying in one word, which is this man is making 30 plus mil. He's not 35. Even 30 plus 35, yeah.
He gets paid more than Ben Simmons.
He gets paid more than Ben Simmons, yeah. He's only averaged in his entire career, he's never averaged over 20 points, yeah. Obviously 20 points is a lot. I'm not saying that it's not, right? And he somehow though goes under the radar. For me, the only reason we kind of have an issue where we're even talking about it is the money thing. If he was getting paid like 15, we wouldn't even have brought this up. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Yeah. But the 35 million, I'm expecting certain stuff, and then I don't even know what I would want him, what I want from him. Like, do I want 25 points from him? I don't know what I want from him. But I feel like he's getting paid loads of money, and like you said, no one's ever ushered his name. He's actually finessed. Yeah. Oh, hey, you know what? Shout out to Tobias Harris, my guy.
That beat is weird. That being said, you got Tobias Harris, you got Ben Simmons drama, obviously you got Embiid, you got Doc Rivers, you got Seth Curry coming back, added on Andre Drummond. Bro, if you guess the season, say Ben Simmons.
He comes back.
Ben Simmons comes back because he hasn't been traded as of yet. So we're gonna say he comes back. Bro, if you guess the season, what are you telling me?
Second to full seed.
And
to be honest, thinking about it now, if we're talking about Ben coming back and also playing 30, it's actually not even full seed. It's probably second to third.
Yeah, bro. Like that's dangerous.
Even first, possibly even first.
That's a lot. It's a lockdown team.
That's why for this team, if I was in the fan base, yeah, I'll be nervous because you've got a good team, but you can't really get excited by it because you don't really know what's going on. Ben Simmons is literally holding up Philly like this.
The good thing, Philly, though, is that if he does get traded, right? Okay, your defense isn't gonna be as good. It's not, because Ben Simmons, like, you can talk all the trash you want. He's a top defender in the NBA. but you're most likely going to get a guard who can space the floor and is actually more complementary to Joel Embiid. So your defense might go down, but your offense is gonna go up.
If you was a Philly fan,
you can set that in stone.
If you was a Philly fan and Ben Simmons hadn't done this, there's no drama. Yeah, are you actually happy with Ben Simmons on the team, or would you even, like you said, because of the fact it's been 4 years, they don't really work together, would you even be talking about a trade anyway?
But it's weird because you got to say, when we say they don't work together, are we saying they don't work together to get the championship?
Yeah.
They obviously do work together to get you to the playoffs and actually do well in the playoffs every season, if you get what I mean. Like that, they're getting you to that point. So it's a bit of a weird one.
It's not. I know what you're saying, because at the end of the day, they win. But you know what it is? I want to take it back to NBA 2K10. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. Yeah. Talent can always only take you so far. And what I mean by that is Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid on the team, it's impossible really for them to not make the playoffs because they're talented.
Okay, I like that.
However,
like that.
When you get to the playoffs, yeah, it's different basketball. It's not regular basketball. And that's how sometimes other teams who have less talent on a squad can beat a team that has more talent. Not because they're working harder, but in terms of like the philosophical metaphor of working harder. Do you know what I mean? Your talent can't carry you all the way through to the finals and win finals MVP and win in 4 sweep. It can't. And I think that's where they get exposed. Mm-hmm. They get exposed in the postseason. And that's when you can see that Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid, their play styles don't match up.
Philly's one of the best. Philly has one of the best fan bases in the league. They're a really passionate fan base. I feel like Simmons, Philadelphia, trade him.
I think trade him.
Just trade him. Get something decent back, and let's start the new era of the Philadelphia 76ers.
Yeah.
Let's see Joel Embiid with actually a floor spacing guard, and let's see that might change the team. I think it'll be something to look forward to. And Tobias Harris, even though he did average, I know he hasn't averaged 20, but he did average 19.5. So it's not like he can still get it in. Yeah.
I don't know. To be honest, people just talk. We only brought him up because he's getting paid so much.
And no one said anything.
And no one said anything about him. Yeah. With Ben Simmons, is it a league pass team for you? First question. As in, Ben Simmons just comes back. I feel like it definitely, because I need to see how he plays.
But it's just for drama as well. Like, is he just gonna say, "Oh, ban Embiid, forget about
the plays. I'm just gonna do my own thing."
But like, what's he gonna do? Like, is he even?
And then
they're actually the number 1 league pass team in the off season as well.
Yeah.
Because no one even knows what's happening with the team.
And then what about if they trade Ben Simmons? Obviously, it depends who they trade him to and what they get. Without Ben Simmons on that team, it's also a league pass team because you need to see how they would readjust. And Philly, you know what? Philly has an interesting season regardless, and also an exciting season. Because
they got potential drama, they got potential change, and they're still going to win.
And they're still a good team.
It's a win situation. And in Philadelphia, if you like what we've said, if you have anything we've missed out on, let us know.
And if you don't like what we said, you're probably more likely to let us know. So let us know.
It's true. But I expect another video from us on this because it's just too.
Yeah.
Philadelphia 76ers. Like, comment, share, subscribe.
And D1D Plus, trust the D1D Plus process. Peace out.
A-Town.
Pow.